Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we are going to go over my first impression and opinions on the MLP G5 movie, as well as a major channel announcement at the end of the video, so don't forget to watch through to the end. Mild spoiler warning ahead. But before that, if you are enjoying the channel and would like to see more content like this uploaded alongside my D&D content, then like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. If you want to support further, then check out my Patreon, link in the description, and more about that at the end. Now on to the video. The MLP G5 movie was something I have had a handful of you ask me for my opinions on. Now that I have seen it, I would say that it was a decent kids movie. Here's why. First off, I just want to say that I actually quite enjoyed the movie. The animation, though somewhat difficult to get used to, was actually pretty nice. There was a nice nod to the later seasons of G4 with Grogar's bell, and the movie itself was quite enjoyable. Now time to rip it apart. One of my first issues with the movie is with the plot. It felt too safe. Very generic and by the numbers. It also loosely mirrored the story beats from episode 1 of G4. Main character believes a story no one else does, and it turns out to be true. And main character saves the day with the help of magical MacGuffin. The main plot is actually fairly decent, if a bit shallow for a standalone movie. However, as a follow-up to G4, they could have done a bit more to both tell a new story and incorporate the previous generation's lore. The subplot about Hitch and Sonny's childhood friend Sprout also felt very shoehorned in, and didn't really have any kind of payoff. The character goes full evil dictator, then just kinda gets away with it. Having some show of punishment, or having him be shunned in some way, would not only be a way to set up a potential redemption arc, but also give the audience some sort of closure for what was set up as a villainous character. Maybe locking him in the sheriff's jail at the end of the movie as an answer for his actions. The final act also has Sonny reaching an epiphany that took the G4 ponies many episodes and hardships to figure out. Like, did hitting her head on the way down from the top of the lighthouse show her the elements of harmony weren't necessary to save the day? Plot epiphany by head trauma. Whack your hero hard enough and they can learn anything. Now for the music. G4 was known for its iconic musical numbers. So far, all of G5's showings have failed to stick for more than the couple of minutes they were on screen. They were pretty average pop songs. G4's show tunes were catchy and stuck with people after the viewing. So far, G5's music has been mediocre at best. This is, of course, entirely dependent on the viewer. And now, for the most important part of the video, the lore analysis. So the first major lore bit I noticed linking the movie to G4 outside of the mention of the main six is the Bell of Grogar. This is arguably one of the last real nods to the lore of G4. They then go on to ignore a lot of established lore they built in the previous generation. There is no mention of Discord, the Alicorns, or any of the creatures from the previous generation. They also feel the need to make an entirely new MacGuffin to be the source of Pony's magic. All in all, it wouldn't be a bad thing if they weren't trying to use a world with pre-established lore. They establish nothing about the crystals and basically ignore the fact that Izzy sees sparkles from other ponies. There is also the question of the permanence of Sonny's Alicorn transformation. We can only hope that the show itself will address these questions and more. Anyways, those are my thoughts thus far. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Be sure to let me know what you thought of the movie, and if you like this style of video, then let me know if you want to see more like it. Now on to the announcements. We will be releasing some other videos on all things D&D and Pony, so keep an eye out for those. I have also decided to make my Discord community public. Feel free to follow the link in the description to meet me and the players. For Patreon members, there are private chats as well as restructured perks. For the $1 tier, you get your names featured in the videos and uploads, as well as access to after-game discussions with me and my players as we discuss what happened during the game. For the $5 tier, you get all of that and a once-a-month Q&A with me on all things D&D and Pony. The $10 tier gets a verbal shoutout at the end of all videos, uploads, and a few things in between. The $50 tier is the ability to suggest NPCs that can appear in the campaign, as well as all other tier rewards. Finally, we have the $200 tier. Once per month, you get to play in a one-shot campaign run by me using my homebrew. I want to say a big thank you to all of my current supporters, especially Solar Scripture, Cameo Shadowness, Sawtooth Waves, Haxros, and Ellis Xander. Without all of you, I couldn't keep doing what I am doing. Thank you for your support. Everyone have a great day and drink water.